Hey, Mike here. Welcome back to Uncommon Pallor. As I said in my last video, I have surpassed the 100 subscribers mark. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed. I really appreciate it. I still can't really believe people want to sit around and listen to me talk about a bunch of bands that no one's ever heard of, but I'm glad you do. So to show my gratitude, as YouTube vinyl community tradition kind of dictates, it's contest time. It's going to be a simple contest. The three rules. First and foremost, you have to be open to the possibility of receiving free records from me via mail. Secondly, you have to be a subscriber, which kind of makes sense. And lastly, I want it to be in the form of a video submission, just because I do. This is where I make my heartfelt, impassioned plea to Mr. Jason Hook to please break your YouTube video sabbatical and contribute to this. I don't want to have to start a hashtag campaign, but I will if you back me into a corner. Just saying. So yeah, simple contest. I'm going to get you to show three records. I guess the overall theme of it is language. When I was a kid, first got into punk and hardcore and metal, I was kind of taken with how far-reaching it was on a global scale. I was buying records and hearing songs by bands that were singing in languages that I could not speak a lick of. I still do that regularly. You've all seen me fumble through, I don't know how many languages now, just trying to pronounce band names or song titles horribly, probably insultingly so to people that actually speak those languages, but obviously not my intention. I'm just trying to pronounce shit. So, I'm going to get you to show three records, and the first of which is going to be a record from a band that has a name in a language that you do not speak. If you don't have one of those, then I will accept an album title that is in a language you don't speak. So as an example, I'll go with this band from Wales. I do not know how to pronounce that. Is it Llygod Ffyrnig? Is it Llygod Ffyrnig? I don't know. The back of the record explains that roughly translates out to violent rats. Now, Google Translator says furious mice, which I kind of like better. But yeah, this was released on 1997 on Incognito Records out of Germany. But it was actually, it's a live radio session recorded in 1979. It's got all three tracks on their NCB 7-inch and then another track. It's just good 70s UK punk. It's got kind of blown out dirty guitars. It's very good. But that name, that ain't something I'm naturally speaking. Okay, second record. It's gonna deal with profanity. I want you to show me a band that has profanity in their name. If you don't have one, I will accept a record title, because I know there aren't like a crazy amount of bands with profanity in their name. But my example here, I'll go with this Sub Pop 7-inch by a band called The Fuckers out of Seattle. Apparently this is members of Seaweed. Don't sound anything like Seaweed though. These guys sound, they're closer to something like the Dwarves. They actually remind me a lot of Brutal Knights from Toronto, to be honest. Two songs, Block Party, and the B-side is a goddamn anthem about MAN, the general of the motherfucking global forces of fucker chaos. That's profanity. We Canadians, we get stereotyped all the time as being so nice and everything, and I guess we kind of are, but we'll swear at you all day. We live to swear. I think half of the cuss words invented were probably invented by Canadians. Look it up. Alright, now the third record I want you to show, the third and final record, it's got to be a band name that you just don't like. Like, could be for any reason. Could be just because it's a stupid name. It could be, offensive to you. It could just be flat out cringy. But I have a lot of those, but I grabbed a band from Toronto, Rocktopus. I've always hated that name. Band's half decent. This is their Sleestak Attack LP. It's on Lone Wolf Records. At their high points, they sound like Big Drill Car, or maybe the Doughboys, maybe the Nils. At their low point, they just sound like a really shitty garage jam metal band. And once in a while, you get that 90s funk shitty element that lots of bands tried to do back then with the slap bass and that. Their good songs are really good though, but it's about a half and half record. I'm also irritated by the fact that there is no sign of a Sleestak in the packaging of this record. So why would you call it Sleestak Attack? That's annoying. Anyways, Rocktopus is a terrible name. So, yeah. So to recap, 3 records. Number 1 is going to be a record, or a band name, or record title in a language that you do not speak. I just want to hear you say it. Secondly, a band name or record title with profanity. Lastly, a band name that you just don't like. There's got to be millions of those. I'll keep the contest going for 3 weeks, a week per record shown. The prize, I'm going to send you a box of records, and I'm not going to tell you what they are right now. I have a big box of distro copies and unplayed stock copies and extra copies and whatever. I've got lots of it, so I'll try and kind of tailor it to what you like in videos that you normally post. Plus, I'll be getting video submissions from people that I have sent packages to, so I don't want to send them the same stuff twice and whatnot. So trust me, you'll get a package of cool records, some of which you'll like, some of which will probably be unknown to you, and you may or may not like them. So whatever. Box of records coming your way if you win this in 3 weeks. Good luck. Have fun. Goodbye.